EA Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers, deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Running back goes in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Malusi. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Malusi. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Man, the defense all over that quarterback on the running back screen. They hit him quick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and them creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Got it behind the line. It's Murphy. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
To the air, it's Malusi. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Malusi. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing up.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
Michigan 14, Alabama 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the...
Oh, look out! The 40, at the 30, inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Lincoln. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Using the quick game.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Murphy. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Malusi. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Alabama quickly back to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working.
It's a fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Caught in the backfield, it's Murphy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the 1st down, and he gets it.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan 35, Alabama 7.
Kickoff team lining up to
11,
send this one away.
set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Take over, first and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Try to get it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what, analytically, that makes sense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.